Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and I have been putting this list together. This is extensive. I think you guys are going to enjoy this list. Like, comment, subscribe, as always guys, because we have 50 to 41, we got alternate arts. These are my top 50 picks right here. First one, at number 50, we have Nami from OP11, alternate art from A Fist of Divine Speed. As you'll notice, do I favor A Fist of Divine Speed? Is it one of the best that's ever created? Sure it is. With this alternate art, you gotta love this leader card on here. One of my favorite, and it has excellent ability. This was a secret rare from this set. Exclusive card. It's a little bit pricier on the last 10. Maybe we look them up because the butter cards do get more expensive. Coming in at number 48, the Monkey D. Luffy parallel from Romance Dawn leader card. This is the red and green version. You have a wanted card in this as well. It almost reminds you of Christmas. Beautiful card here, and just keeps getting better and better as we go. Number 47, Zoro from Romance Dawn, OP01, the parallel card here, the leader card. This is another one that I would love playing with this card. And with this winking slashed eye here, did Zoro get favored on this list because he's everyone's favorite card? No, everyone got treated fairly on this list. Some people didn't even make the cut. And we have Trafalgar Law coming in at number 46 from Romance Dawn. Romance Dawn is another slept on era for me. I think that because it's an earlier set, that you miss some of the beauty that these cards have in there. Still on the latter end of this. Then we have 45 Boa Hancock from Romance Dawn. Romance Dawn, like I said, released some bangers this year. Then 44 Uta, the secret rare from Awakening of a New Era. This is almost like a comic book card. Uta always has comic book cards because they pop on there. Besides Zoro, if I could only choose another character to have in my collection, it'd be Uta, just because it provides so much diversity to the collection here. Then we have number 43, Katakuri, the alternate art, Pillars of Strength. This may be the only Pillars of Strength card on here. This, out of a lot of the Katakuri cards, this one just stands out. It's just an action pose that he's striking right here, and another fierce card that you gotta have. And then we have Nami and Zeus here, number 42, the Nami gift collection for 2023, the One Piece promotion. Here at the rare card, not an expensive, this card isn't expensive, but one that stands out among the crowd. I do love this alternate art card and this Nami card. Nami might have the most cards on here. I don't know why they favor Nami so much. And then obviously, we gotta start introducing some Portuguese Ace, 41 from Paramount War. Also great cards in here. Super rare. Another beautiful card from here. Portuguese Days probably has another pose like this in a manga rare coming up. And then we start with Awakening of the New Era. Let's continue this journey. We're gonna start getting into 30 to 31 cards right here. Starting off with a banger, Awakening of a New Era. Trafalgar from OP05. This is another alternate art card. Him in the action pose with this knife coming down. Trafalgar Law does have a lot of great cards too. And then obviously you can't forget about USS Captain Kidd, 500 years into the future, super rare. Him just sitting, it looks like he's just sitting on his throne, letting off some steam right there. Definitely a favorable card right there that you gotta have. Oh, what is this? What happened here? This is another Zoro card? Why not? Number 38, alternate art, the world's strongest swordsman. You cannot have an all-time 50 list without having this card in here. Let me know in those comments, guys, which card, if I missed one in here that like, hey, this card should have been on the 50 list, let me know in the comments. But I think this is a complete extensive list. Then we have the Sanji alternate art, Wings of the Captain. In my opinion, Wings of the Captain is not my personal favorite set. They got a couple cards in there, but Sanji here had to make it with this alternate art card here. Beautiful setup, beautiful card, had to have it. And then Boa Hancock from Emperors in the New World. I think this one, Emperors of the New World, has Gol.D. Rogers, has that Monkey D. Luffy in there. That's phenomenal. But this one, I think with all the hearts, and if you could get your girlfriend or whoever into One Piece, this card's a great Valentine's Day gift, I think, personally. But one of my favorite Boa Hancock cards on here, I think maybe I could have put this higher, but... And then we have Silver's Rally. The reason this is a personal favorite of mine is because it reminds me of Game of Thrones a lot. This is like a scene you would see in Game of Thrones, just sitting there with his swords. This is from 2 Legends, the secret rare from this set. You just gotta get it. You gotta get it. Silver Rally! And then, oh, did I mention that this is my favorite set of all time? I don't think anybody can compete with this, putting up a better list than this. We have Nami from the Championship 25-26 Regional. This card, I will say, is another outstanding card because it has Zoro in the background, it has Luffy in the background, and maybe this should be a little bit higher, but it's just so expensive right now, the Championship cards. And so yes, I will get this someday, but number 34, and man, I might have to bump this up a couple spots. Then we have Dodgers and One Piece collide. I think the collaborations with One Piece are just going to continue to get out of the hand. At first glance, you just see him pitching the ball and his arm twirling, but then you see the straw hat with the LA Dodgers hat on it, awesome, and the bat in the background as well. Super awesome card. I think this goes for about $2,000 right now. Other great Luffy cards on here, but it's a playable card and one that I thoroughly enjoy. Not being a Dodger, I do not like the Dodgers, but I still have to give it its due. Then we have the CS24 Participation Monkey D. Luffy card for just participating in it. The reason I love this card, if you could miss this card if you just scan and buy it, but when you get a close-up on it, it looks like he's punching through the glass right there, or the card itself, and it's just flames crackling everywhere. I think this card should have been added on to like another promo secret rare or a silver or gold card in the Gear 5. It's beautiful. Love that action card. And then we have the 31 secret rare English version 2nd anniversary set, OP05, Monkey D. Luffy, the 4 Emperors. It's him fighting Kaido and his Gear 5 Unleashed. And so much going on in this card that you think this should be ranked higher, but as you will see that we have other cards that deserve justice. So we're coming up at another stop point. We got cards 30 through 20 coming up right here. Nami, the 1st anniversary set. Now this might be confusing for some people, but this is the Chinese version of this. I do not remember if they released this color scheme in Japanese or English. I don't remember, but love the characters on here. Love it's almost like color by number scene here. Super unique card. I don't know how Nami, Uta gets some very unique cards on here. And then we have Monkey D. Luffy. This one is ranked super high just because there's not huge action pose or anything crazy going on right now. But this was a serialized number card. And I believe this was one of the first serialized cards they ever released, which makes this very collectible. And looking back 10 years, it'll probably be higher on my list here next year when I make another one of these videos. Then we have Shake's Championship card. This one, I hate the fact that the Championship card, this one's a serialized number as well. I believe this is the one that goes, somebody's listed this for 100K. And I think that's just ridiculous. I would never pay 100K for this card. I might be wrong. This might be maybe this isn't the actual one, but I thought it was a serialized one that goes for 100K. I like how the card looks, but we'll never own this card. Then we have Portuguese, the Ace serialized number. This one doesn't go for as much as Luffy and Shanks, but it's another one that, because it's serialized, it had to make its way onto this list. And then we have Zoro serialized card. This one has moved up. It's high on the list because of the action pose, one of the fiercest warriors in all of One Piece. And I think we're at the halfway point with Monkey D. Luffy, serialized number, one of the better serialized Monkey D. Luffy's ever created. And it's just him jumping out in his Gear 5. Free falling, free falling. Okay, so we just passed the halfway mark, and if you've made it this far, a like would be appreciated, guys. A comment down below of what you think of my selection of cards, and you thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I absolutely put a Don Luffy card on here. This was a championship Japanese Don Luffy card that I just had to, one of my favorite Luffy Don cards on here. I had to add this. Also, I will say this list does not include OP 17. So, and OP 16 doesn't have a lot of banger cards on there. But now we're starting to get into some manga rares. We have the Dracula Mihawk OP 14 on here. I definitely had to add this on here. One of my favorite characters in the manga rare colors there, the color scheme, the comic book background is how I say it. But we're gonna get into some expensive cards. We really are, and they're gonna be some of the better cards ever created. We have Sabo makes its appearance for the first time on here today, and he's gonna make it on here twice with this manga rare here. And he just looks creepy. This character and the way they pose him, you're just like, okay, I am not going to confront this guy. And then obviously you got the Portuguese the Ace manga rare here, and this just pops off the screen. I love it. Just posing right there, modeling, as they say. Now we get to the elite manga rares. Here we go. 20 through 11. Let's do this. We've almost made it all the way to the end. This was for the 3rd anniversary set right here. Number 20. One of everyone's favorite red manga cards ever created. I would be happy with Zoro in this card, Nami. They could make anybody, and I would buy them in this. They did a fantastic job with the 3rd anniversary set. This thing flew off the charts when it came. Bonney, manga rare, like how can you not love this character? How can you not love the artwork and the pose? One of the more recognizable, a lot of people are gonna say this card probably deserved to be moved up a couple, but you don't know what I got in store yet. You don't know what I got in store. You can't beat this one. Fist of Divine Speed. I did a typo there. My bad. But it doesn't take away from the card right there. Who doesn't love this Luffy card? Another very recognizable card on here. And then we have 17 Trafalgar Law. I went back and forth with the Luffy card, with Julia Bonney, which order should these be in, but these are all super close. And just the color on this one, gold and black is my favorite color. So obviously I leaned a little bit more to the Trafalgar Law. Then Marshall They Teach manga rare number 16 on the list of. Then we have Emperors in the New World, the manga buggy. It's an oddly looking buggy because it looks like it's all blown up there on the card, but by far one of the most recognizable buggy cards, manga rare cards, and definitely had to make the elite list on here just because how awesome the card is. And then obviously Shanks, Emperors in the New World, had to make it on here as well. Most of these manga rares go for over $1,000 just raw. And then we have another Monkey D. Luffy, number 13, Straw Hat Crew OP 09. This is another one that just because, am I giving the manga rares more of a priority? Absolutely, just because they're harder pulls. The comic strip background's my favorite cards to collect, and not just because it's expensive. And here's something that I might sit on for a minute, get on my pedestal, but Gol.D. Rogers, King of the Pirates, the gold card on this, they know how to do a gold card compared to, let's say, Pokemon or other sets out there. This is by far one of my personal favorite cards, and your guys's as well. I wish they would do more cards like this. They have to in the future see that, hey, let's make an elite set. I don't know what they call it, the best of the best, or the most elite cards ever to be created. And they should take the gold scheme that they did from this and replicate it on 10 different cards, get a bigger pool of cards. Man, this would just drive Internets would just blow up if they did what I'm talking about. More gold cards, more silver cards, and a bronze card. It'd be sick. Then we have the Silver Raleigh from Roger Pirates manga rare right here. This goes for, I think this is actually one of the cheaper manga rares for some reason, but definitely not one to. Does it beat out Gol.D Rogers though? Gol.D Rogers is better than Silver Raleigh's, my bad. That should be moved up. And then, Monkey D. Luffy, we are in the last stretch, 10-1, Boa Hancock, the manga rare from the Seven Warlords of the Sea. Let's go. Look at that. How can you not fall in love with a lot of people's waifu in all of One Piece? Personal opinions, Nico Robins or Nami. Then we have Sanji manga rare, the action card number 9. This is from the premium booster pack, the best of volume 2. Just beating out Boa Hancock there at number 9. And then we went back and forth. We're up all night grinding the gears. A lot of arguments, a lot of debates, going back and forth about, hey, this card should be number 1, but we made it number 8 on the list. I know you guys aren't happy. I'm not happy, but this was a poll done, and Ono's manga art, it's beautiful. You can't, it's a priceless piece, timeless piece. If you don't have this in your collection, you're going to regret this in a couple years. Then we have USS Captain Kidd, Awakening of a New Era, outvoted. And I think Zoro is better than this card. Yes. Does other people? No. Still love the pose, still love the card. It's an expensive card. Love it, and you need to be in the top 10. Trafalgar Law, another favorite character, Awakening of a New Era. A lot of things, just because it has Awakening of a New Era, people are voting it higher on the list. That's fine. That's fine. I still think this one is better. I still think Zoro is better. If it was an Awakening of a New Era, it'd probably be higher on the list. Then we have Sabo, the manga rare from, it's, what can you say? He has flames shooting out of his hands. Like, I guess Zoro can't top flame shooting out of your hand. It's a cool card. I like it. Then we got the Soul King, Pillars of Strength, Sniper King. I can see it. This is a cool card. I do like the price action on this one. It's a pretty sick card, and I was just standing over you like, oh, I'm the best. Then we have Portuguese the Ace. We saw the alternate art of this card. It's epic. He is on fire. He ate the flame fruit, and it's just one of the best cards, most recognizable cards that has ever been released. So I couldn't dethrone that card here. And then number 2, Shanks. The reason why this card is one of the most highly sought after cards graded. If you've ever tried to get this on eBay, the bidding wars are insane. I've been trying for months and months to pick this card up. It's almost impossible. From Romance Dawn, one of the sets that I fell in love with, especially carrying on as well. So it had to be highly ranked. And then we added the Awakening of the New Era Monkey D. Luffy. There's actually 4 different versions, whatever. This one takes the cake. If you have any of those versions, I would die to have any of them. I'm going to be opening a bunch of a Fist of Divine Speed, Awakening of a New Era, trying to get all these cards. It has to be number 1. If you have a list with this, I'm not going to put all 3 or 4 of them back to back, but just this design, this look, Gear 5 Luffy with him back, it's a beautiful card. You cannot, I don't know if you'll ever be able to touch this magic again with how well this card is done, and it's beautiful. And so guys, that concludes this episode. There's 50 cards on here. If you had this in your collection, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think if you get all those cards graded and you sat on it for like 10, 15, 20 years, I think you could be looking at, especially if they don't do heavy reprints on these sets, and then everyone buys them out like $1 million. Like, I could be wrong, but that's just my personal take on it. But I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, join the Patreon. Help support the channel. You guys are always awesome. I appreciate you guys doing these videos. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. But collect them all, those One Piece cards. Jesus loves you. Peace. I'm out.